Hey guys, oh my god, I have tried to do this video like 40 times. My college's Wi-Fi is crappy. They need to figure their stuff out. Anyways, hi. I'm in the middle of finals week, and I wanted to do this to kind of get my mind off things, to kind of reintroduce myself back to Zwooper because I haven't been there for a while. But only if this video works. Also, sorry about the sound quality. These things are no longer working, which makes sense why no one can hear me on call anymore. So I need to get new headphones and note to self. But anyways, I'll thank you all for asking me questions. I'll get to them right away. So here we go. Show up. Wants an opinion. Show up. You are wishy-washy as fuck, and I love it. We never really play games together, so I'm never on the bad side of that wishy-washiness. But you were super fun to watch in ZBB1, and yeah, I think you're pretty cool. And I think you were part of the reason why I wanted to do ZBB2, so even though I played a completely different game than you did, but it was certainly fun to watch. And yeah, so that was that. My favorite show, except any reality show, is House of Cards on Netflix. It's a political show, love it. Season 3 is awesome. I'm a huge feminist, so no spoiler, but like, Season 3 was awesome. And my favorite movie, that depends on what kind of movie we're talking about. I really like chick flicks, comedies, so like Bridesmaids or like Mean Girls. I like sad movies too, so like Slumdog Millionaire, or The Help was a good one, or The Stone of Soraya M. That one's really fucking sad. Sorry for the swearing. It's really sad. So those are some of my favorite movies. Ruman wants an opinion. Ruman, I think you're a really stand-up dude. I think you got a good head on your shoulders. You played a good game in ZBB3 for as much as you could, because you were put into the game with Soful, and people were threatened by that. But I think you did a great job with the circumstances. So yeah. If I had a crush on my best friend, would I confess to them risking my friendship, or would I let my emotions die out? That depends, because I am gay, so if the friend that I'm interested in is straight, no, you let that die out. If the friend is gay, I would probably be open with them, and hope that our friendship is strong enough that if they were awkwarded out by it, that we would, continue to be friends. But, I get it. That is a hard thing that anyone would have to go through if they had to do that. So, XO, Nikki Bella XO, wants an opinion. I don't really know you, really haven't played that many games together, but you've been active a lot recently, and I kind of have died out in activity because of, I pledged a frat, I was, studying a lot, getting good grades, working a lot, so I've been kind of busy, less active. So I think you're active, which is cool, and would love to play some games with you. And what do I think about Zwooper? Love the site. It's a great place to go when I'm trying to, when I'm bored and just want something to do, when I'm stressed out, just something to do. And I'm really good at it. Well, I wouldn't say really good at it, but I like it, and I think I'm good at it, so that's nice. So the next is Sarah, Russell versus Rob, 2019. My opinion of her. We were not friends at the beginning. I clearly remember at the beginning of ZBB2, you made like a vlog about like what you think about everyone, and you're like, oh, I love this person, I love this person, I love this person, and then you got to John, and you're like, we are not friends, and I was like, ooh. I'm going to play this game with this person who doesn't like me. But ever since then, our relationship has grown. After ZBB2 ended, we've chatted on Skype more. We've opened up to one another a little bit more, which I really appreciate. And I think you're a great friend, so you're awesome. My favorite season of Survivor. That one's difficult because my family and I used to watch Survivor every day that it was on, every season. But it's kind of died out. I no longer watch it anymore. And so some of my old favorite seasons are like, I think it was like Panama something, the one with where Rupert stole the boat or something. That was a good one. There's also the one that Parvati was in, and she ended up winning, which was weird because none of my favorites ever end up winning in anything, any reality TV show. So like I was excited because she was my favorite, and I think she was in that one where like the stupid girl had the immunity and she gave it to Parvati, and Parvati was with like the 3 dudes that hated her, and she ended up winning. I don't know. It was really cool, so I really like that. season. I don't remember what that is though. You'll probably know. So that's that. Noah, miss me? He asked. Yes, partially. Love me? Yes, partially. And opinion of you. Well, that's where I can explain that. So I love you, Noah. I also love to hate you in a good way. Note to self: don't get on your bad side. But you're a lot of fun, honestly, to play with. And you showed me up on my birthday, that's for sure, because I evicted you on your birthday, and then I got evicted in payback on my birthday, and you were like, see, like, caught up with you, so, I don't know, that was funny, but, no, I do really like you, Noah, and I think you're funny, and your roommates are funny, so, I am stoked about Big Brother in 40 days. I love Big Brother, hopefully a really good cast, and hopefully some women who don't turn on each other, okay? Like, come on. I know, Pow Pow, she did a terrible job of that. Jesus. Okay, anyways, next, Reality Obsessed. You know, I just watched your vlog. Before watching your vlog, I thought you were awesome, that you were really loyal, loved playing games with you. After I watched your vlog, I realized you were super quirky, super fun, and so I really appreciated getting to know that side of you. Name one person who should be a candidate for Survivor's Second Chances but isn't. I don't know. I don't know. Does that exclude winners? Because if that's the case, I would say Parvati, because I love her, but I don't. Gosh, I honestly have no idea. Tina from season 1, I think that's her name. The girl that got second. I don't know, but she's probably really old. I don't know. So, Super Doodle opinions. I think that you are super funny and clever. I didn't really talk to you that much in ZBB2. I talked more to Johns or Dragon. But your doodles are super funny. I want a doodle whenever you get a chance. I don't really care what it is, but I want a doodle. And I think your doodles are awesome and super clever and funny. My favorite Big Brother is definitely U.S. version, mainly because I've seen every episode and because I really like the contestants better and the house better. Not necessarily the twists, but Canada, everyone talks about Canada and how much they love Canada, but I can't get into Canada because the host in the first season was horrendous, okay? Like, I can't stand her, and the cast and everything about that season was bad. And then I heard that the season 2 and season 3 got better, but the host still sucks. I can't stand her, and I don't really like the house, so you gotta go down the stairs, and can't get into it. So maybe that's just Canada TV, I don't know. So I definitely like US, and I don't like the UK version at all. My favorite song right now is Ugly Heart by GRL, but like all-time song, don't know, any Britney Spears song. Work Bitch is really good. There's a bunch of really good songs right now that I'm digging, but lots of songs that I like. Okay, Emmers wants to know what I think of her. Emmers, you are really good at hosting the non-games, and you're really good at playing the non-games, and I think that's awesome. I haven't really had an opportunity to like get to know you that well, but I think you're pretty cool, and I like that you're active. And my opinion of Hillary Clinton. Great question. I love Hillary Clinton. I'm so happy she's in the race. We need a female president, and for anyone who says like, oh, you're only voting for Hillary Clinton because she's a female, yeah, because I think it's important for women to be equally represented in government. I think it'd be great for little girls to be able to grow up thinking that they could be president. So I hate when people make that argument, first of all. Second of all, she's clearly the most qualified in the race. I mean, she's been a senator, first lady of Arkansas. She's been the Secretary of State, giving her more foreign policy than anyone else and that could run besides John Kerry. And who wants John Kerry to run? And frankly, her opposition sucks. I mean, Scott Walker, Jeb Bush, Marco Rubio, like, Carly Fiorina is horrible. These people, no. So I'm all on the Hillary Clinton vote, and yeah, it'll be awesome when she is elected president. And I also think that people have this absurd belief that she's not relatable, but she clearly does. I mean, if you pay attention to anything, I mean, she's very articulate on the issues, which I really appreciate. And sorry, I'm on a political kick, but yeah, I think she understands what people are going through. You know, just because she has money and she's a Clinton doesn't mean that she doesn't know what people are going through, what people need. So, and she's articulated that in her campaign, which I think is important. So, anyways, on to Britannia's question, top or bottom. The answer is bottom, but I don't really like having sex. It's weird, weird. I don't. I like being single. I feel liberated by being single. Don't need a man in my life. I mean, if one popped up, obviously, but I don't know. And like, even when I've dated people, like, sex is not a big factor for me. So, but I am a bottom when I do have sex. So that's that. Um, Danny, WWXC Runner 1. Wooperman or Trishie? Hard one, but I'm going to have to go with Trishie just because I think she does a lot. I mean, obviously I think Wooperman does a lot too, but she makes all the designs, you know, she's very active on the talks page, you know, she's a really big supportive person. She joins games just to, like, get them started for people and then asks to be evicted 10th. So I think that's really awesome. And yeah, I think she's great, and I think she kind of, like, you know, keeps everything together. I'm getting hiccups, sorry, but she keeps everything together and stops the hashtag Stop the Drama 2015. So that's that. And then Wise Man Cam, my opinion of you, I love you, heart, heart, heart. You were a really great ally and friend in ZBB2, and ever since then we've, you know, been on Skype call all the time, played games together. And I know going into a game with you that you're going to be loyal 100%, but mainly I just love you because we chat all the time, and you're awesome, and I hope you're doing great in track, if that's still going on. I don't know. Opinion on our season of ZBB. ZBB2, let me explain this to all the haters. Everyone hates ZBB2, but let me tell you, what's the point of playing a game if you don't enjoy yourself? So, I don't know. ZBB2, we were having a great time together. We weren't making big moves like everyone wanted, but, you know, what big move was there to make? Like, turning on John and Jay, like, the two least popular people, like, that was the big move of the game, and, like, woo! Like, woo! I don't know. There was no big move to make. I mean, and, like, I don't know. The big move was nominating Jenica, and everyone was too scared to do that. I don't know. Anyways, I love Jenica too, by the way. But I loved it mainly because I thought that we showed everyone that you can have fun. Like, VVV1 was clearly cutthroat, and like everyone hated each other, and we were definitely much more like, we love each other. Let's play this game. And then, you know, there was backstabbing and stuff. John's our dragon. Speaking of Carter. Speaking of Violet. Speaking of Cupid the Girl. Speaking of. But I'm just kidding, I'm not that bitter. But I had a lot of fun with it. And then, talk about how awesome you are. I am. I'm really awesome. I don't really know. I love politics, which I think is awesome. Also, let me just say one thing. This is really hard to deal with people, just in regular life. Okay, so if you go up and you talk to a science major about science, right, you kind of just generally believe what the science person says because, like, that's what they are majoring in. Okay, same thing if you walk up to a psychology person and they're talking about something psychological that happens in their brain, right? No one questions what they have to say, okay? But when I'm talking about politics, and I'm not talking like my personal politics, okay? I'm not talking like, oh, like, you know, like, I'm not talking about, like, I think Hillary Clinton should win, so therefore everyone should, you know. I'm talking, like, when I say something like Rand Paul has no chance to win the Republican nomination because of several factors, right? Everyone assumes that their opinion is just as great as mine, and I'm like, no, this is what I studied. I don't know. So I think that's awesome that I studied that, and I think that it's awesome that I know a lot about politics. That's my awesome, I think. I don't know. But really annoying when people do that. And I'm not saying that I need to impose my beliefs on people, but frankly, Rand Paul could never, even if he got the Republican nomination, he could never get the votes needed in the general election. Like, that's not possible. Just because of his lack of ability to fundraise, because he is such a divisive candidate. Like, he's socially liberal on some things, except for abortion, so he throws that one over there, and then, like, you know, I don't know. Okay, politics kick over. Anyways, I'm awesome. So that's it. That's about it. I'm going back to study for finals now, unfortunately, but love you all. I'll see you all in a few days when I'm back, when I'm playing. Hashtag Way to Go John returns. Yeah. Have a good time. Sorry this is so long. Bye-bye.